All right, good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome. Uh, like always, if you like this video, please share it. And if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so. That will be greatly appreciated. Okay? It costs you nothing to subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right. Now let's get it. Let's get this thing going here. Um, you know, as if you haven't been watching news or going online to read and to see what's going on, as you may know, if you don't know, Biden's job rating approval has declined big time, which he was personally was never up from the beginning. It was going to be a disaster from the jump, especially when you know voting for something, voting for people or a party that does nothing for you anyway. So um, the thing that bothers me is a lot of you are still defending this man. A lot of you are still defending Joe Biden, and he hasn't done anything for you. He hasn't done jack crap for you, and a lot of you are still giving this man the benefit of a doubt. I mean, he's pretty much made it clear that he wasn't going to do anything for you. And I'm talking about black people. He's made it pretty clear that he wasn't going to do anything for you. Yeah, he told you when he won that, yeah, thank you for having his back, and now he's got yours. And if you think that giving you Juneteenth is something, it's not. It's crumbs. You get little to nothing. Actually, getting nothing out of that. But a day off. I mean, that's nothing. Uh, if anything, it it gives them more economic power because they already know that you're going to be in the stores spending your money on those days. It's all about getting your money. But look what he does when he did get in. He did for the LGBTQ. He gave over $30 billion to Native American tribes, which I don't have a problem with. I don't even have a problem with him doing anything for the LGBTQ community. But he did nothing for black folks, and it was black folks that got him in there. I didn't vote for him because I already knew what we were getting by voting him in. Excuse me, by voting him in, it would be 10 times worse. A lot of you think that Trump was bad. Trump was nothing compared to Joe Biden. And look what he does as soon as he gets in there. And I also forgot to add that he signed an anti-Asian hate crime bill. And still, a lot of you are defending this guy. You know, it's like this. You know, if you think that Biden's gonna do anything, y'all gonna be some waiting asses. Really, you're gonna be waiting. You're really gonna be waiting. You know, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with on what Candace Owens says, but she's right on quite a few things regarding black people in the Democratic Party. Number one, uh, she was right. She was on point when she said that black people need to get off the Democratic Party plantation, and she was right. And I agreed with her on that, and I got attacked by actually a family member. Said I was a coon, a sellout because this woman hates her own people. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that Candace says, but she was on point with that. And she also, I agreed with her on what she said not too long ago. And she said that Joe Biden he's straight up for it on what he's not going to do, and it shows on his actions. As soon as he gets in, as soon as he pulls the troops out of Afghanistan, he brings a bunch of them back over here. They're getting money, they're getting housing, They're getting all kinds of grants and everything. But what have we gotten? What have we gotten? We haven't gotten nothing. And Hip Hop Day, that's also a slap in the face. Because you know why they do this to us? Because you, black people, brothers and sisters, y'all continue to accept the crumbs that they give you, which is symbolic reparations. What kind of money are we getting off symbolic reparations? We're getting nothing. And once again, they're using you for you to spend your money on these particular days. They're trying to get money off of you. But a lot of you don't see that. And what about the HBCUs that he promised to bring to the HBCUs to nearly 50 billion? And Biden used this woman to do that. You know, he sent her out to do his dirty work to these HBCUs, and a lot of you being fooled, being hoodwinked, being tricked, being played by this woman, Kamala Harris. And she talks about when she was in college, she smoked some weed, and she listened to Tupac and Snoop Dogg back in the early '80s. If she graduated from college, if she graduated from high school in 1982, because I'm looking at, because me and her, we're the same age. We're the same age. So back in '82, when she was in college, Snoop Dogg and Tupac weren't even out doing music then. So that was a lie, and a lot of you still bought it. You knew, some of you knew it was a lie, but you bought it anyway. So he used quote unquote sister girl to come in and do his dirty work. So he knew what he was doing. Okay? And also too, what happened to the nearly $50 billion that he was supposed to be given to HBCUs? He dropped that drastically down to $2 billion. That's nothing. But as I see it, you know, Barack Obama, he pretty much did the same thing. He was even worse than Biden with it. He gave little to nothing to HBCUs when he was in office. And if you think that I'm lying, you can go on. It's actually, that article is on the Huffington Post. And it's about Barack Obama and the $300 million deal, or something like that. But it's on the Huffington Post. The article is a huge article. Just look it up and read it. Look it up and read it. And another, you know, the thing is with Barack Obama, when he was in his first term, remember, this guy was in the White House for almost 10 years. And he not one time he did anything for black Americans. He did nothing. And when it was time for re-election, he gonna say, "Well, I couldn't get everything done the first time, my first term. But for me to get things done here, you're gonna have to re-elect me again. You're gonna have to re-elect me again." And lie, you fell for it. The second time, I didn't vote for him, and I didn't vote for Romney. And you know why I didn't vote for Barack Obama the second time? Because he knew that his first term, the first 2 years of his first term, the House and Senate was Democrat controlled, and that should have been the time he could have done something for black people then. Let him and Mitch McConnell tell it, because McConnell was like, well, we're both are descendants of slave owners, and we don't support reparations. So I'm with Barack Obama on that. We both don't support reparations. So now all of a sudden, when he gets out of office, this is Barack Obama I'm talking about now. And once he got out of office, he's gonna say, well, African Americans, they do need reparations. You should have done that while when you were in the White House. You should have done that then. You should have put in some kind of order for us to get reparations, and you didn't. So what you're saying right now is null and void. And a lot of you want to support Bernie Sanders. Once upon a time, I kind of supported the guy, but then as I read up more and more on him, especially when he didn't want to do, he doesn't support reparations. So he'll study. They've been saying that for years. I didn't see them study. I didn't see them do a study on all those billions of dollars they just gave to the Afghans. I didn't see no study when they gave over $30 billion to Native American tribes. I didn't see them do a study when Biden signed that anti-hate crime bill, also known as the COVID-19 bill. I didn't see do no study on that. But when it comes to black people, it's always, well, it's against, we just can't just do just for one group of people. We just can't do that. That's going against the Constitution. So basically, when it comes to black people, you don't matter. You don't matter. And also too, there's a reason why that Bernie Sanders is not president, because he's too much of a socialist. He's too much of a socialist, and I read with some of the things, some of his beliefs, and I just don't agree with it either. But a lot of y'all claim that you think you know what's going on, but you really don't, because that is one of the main reasons why that Bernie Sanders is not president, because he's too much of a socialist. I'm not messing with him. I'm not messing with him. And when it comes to parties, period. Democrats and Republicans, they're alike. People fail to realize the Republican Party is a spinoff from the Democratic Party. Look it up. The Republican Party was started by Democrats. So there's two wings on one bird. And now back to the HBCU funding. Whatever happened to that? It got dropped down from nearly $50 billion to $2 billion. $2 billion. And that, it's a lot of HBCUs, and what can you really do with $2 billion for all those black colleges? You can't. You really can't do anything. It's going to cut a lot of people's getting scholarships, and a lot of these athletes are going to be forced to go to a lot of these predominantly white colleges, and they're not going to use them. They're not going to probably take a lot of these black students in just because, it's got to be something athletic, because they always want black folks to entertain them by dribbling a basketball or running a damn football. And then when they apply for monies and stuff like that, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not even going to be nickels to the dollar. It's going to be pennies to the dollar, which you probably won't get anything. So this is gonna hurt a lot of HBCUs, because Biden he reneged on a lot of stuff. What he say he's going to do for black Americans. He didn't keep his promise. He broke a lot of promises. And it's meant to black folks. But a lot of you are still defending this man in the Democratic Party, period. It's like a few months ago, I was on something on Facebook. They put up something about the black folks that's in the House and the Senate, because you only got one black person in the Senate, and that's Tim Scott, and he's definitely not one of my favorite people either. And on the Democratic side in the House, Jim Clyburn, him, Maxine Waters, there's a lot of them that I don't care too much to deal with. And this one brother gonna tell me that I was nothing but a sellout because I'm putting black, I'm putting down these black politicians that's in the House and Senate or whatever. And I'm like, man, you sound real crazy right now. These people aren't doing anything for us as a people. They're doing it for other groups of people. And you have the nerve to say that I'm talking down on them. Hell, they're looking down on us. So who's the coon and who's the sellout here? It ain't me. It's not me, pal. You know, I told this guy to go screw himself because he's talking a bunch of foolishness. You know, and that's the problem. That's the problem. See, that's the type of Negro that loves symbolics, loves symbolism. Symbolic reparations are nothing. It means nothing. Just just remember that. Just remember that, brothers and sisters. That means nothing. Symbolic reparations mean nothing, and this is why they keep playing us like that because they know, oh, you can just give these Negroes something symbolic. We were already celebrating Juneteenth. We didn't need that to be a holiday. Black people was already celebrating that anyway. So that's not doing nothing. In a hip hop day, oh man, that's an insult. That is totally an insult. But some of you will actually say, that's it's better than nothing. See, that's a slave mentality. It truly is. It's truly a slave mentality. But who's the sellout here? And once again, I go on Facebook and I see a lot of people just still defending this guy, still defending Joe Biden. You know, if that ain't some plantation stuff, I don't know what to say. You know, I'm trying not to curse and all that, but a lot of this stuff is really burning me up, and I'm just trying to tone down on my language because I curse a lot. So I'm just trying to maintain my cool. But I see a lot of posts, a lot of people posting up crazy stuff on Facebook and still defending this guy, still defending Joe Biden. Now that's some plantation stuff right there. Some of them are saying, well, he only been in office a year. He's barely a year. Give him some more time. Give him some time. How much time does he need? Remember, brothers and sisters, he the one said that he just like y'all had his back, he's gonna have yours. And still he hasn't done nothing. He hasn't done anything for you yet. Nothing. He hasn't done nothing. And like I said, Hip Hop Day and Juneteenth, that's nothing. Those are symbolic reparations. We need cash. And this is something for the white folks. A lot of white folks, they love to say, well, I didn't own a slave. I didn't know. No, your ancestors did. Well, black people own slaves too. But like I said before, when it comes to slavery in this country, it's not a white issue. It's not a black issue. It's an American issue. Hell, Native Americans owned slaves too. The ones that was colonized, they owned slaves too. So I think everybody should pay up. Everybody. But anyway, a lot of people are saying, well, just give him some time. Give him some time. He just got in there. Like I say and I say again, a lot of you love your oppressors than you love yourselves. We can hate each other, right? But when it comes to these people, you love them. You love them more than you love your own kind and yourselves. But as long as you continue to listen to the BS and still give up your vote to receive nothing, at least with the Republicans, they pretty much let you know that they're not doing nothing for you, and they don't need your vote. They don't need the black vote to win. But the Democratic Party, they do. And you got to remember something. Excuse me. You got to remember something. They didn't want us free anyway. You're defending a party that really still wanted you to be slaves. And the way people are quitting their jobs and this and this and this and this and that's another reason why they don't want to give us no reparations, because they still want black people to work until you drop freaking dead. They are definitely afraid that if black folks get some kind of economic power and have businesses and have them working for us, I think some of them, they'll hang themselves. Some of them probably will. They will hang themselves. You know, will it be a civil war? Yeah, I predict that. But don't let these Democrats tell you that you shouldn't have a firearm, because they're trying to take those away from you too. But you still want to defend the party, and a lot of you on there, yeah, we don't need no guns. You're a fool. Because if a race war or civil war break out, at least go out fighting. If I got to go out, I'd rather go out fighting. Some of you brothers act like you just straight up typically brainwashed by these people. Wake up. The tangibles that you should be getting, they're giving them to other groups of people. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. I'm about to end this video, and I just hope that a lot of you brothers and sisters wake up and see what's really going on. Got to, because we got less than 9 years to get it done. Because after that, the black vote wouldn't mean nothing to them anymore. They wouldn't need it. I'm talking about Democrats. They wouldn't need it. What we need to do, we need to be trying to form our own party. Stop hanging around these two particular parties, because neither one of them don't care about black people. Until the next time, y'all, peace.